What's up? Okay, so I had a couple people ask me, they said that they're 17, 18 in the comments, and they said you should do more live talks because they're at that point where they're 17, 18 and they're just trying to figure out life. And I guess I'll just share a little bit of my experiences. I'll talk about my regrets because I'm 27 now. I was 18 a little bit ago, and I'll just share kind of quickly what I wish I would have done differently. And I hope if you're 17 or 18, this helps. I don't know. Okay, so one of the biggest regrets that I had off the back was when I was in high school. I wish I would have went to college to a different town versus staying at my parents' house and just driving 5 minutes to the nearest college, which was UTSA in San Antonio. One of my best friends, Joseph, he went to college in San Marcos. We both lived in San Antonio. We went to middle school together. And then he went to Texas State, which is 45 minutes away. It's a cool little college. You could party a lot, but also just not even about partying. It's just like going out and being on your own for the first time ever. He got his own apartments with his friends, and he just had these crazy cool stories of just like meeting people and networking, having all these wild experiences, like partying and not partying, just like being productive and making business moves too. And I just stayed at my parents' house because I'm an only child and they wanted me to stay close to the nest to be safe. So first off the back, I wish I would have not went to college and stayed in my hometown. I wish I would have gone somewhere I've never been and just started a new little chapter just so I could be on my own and have my own space to just do the things that I wanted. I think living at my parents' house is cool. I love my parents and I like being there to help them. But in hindsight, when I have kids, I'm gonna tell them, get the hell out. When you're 18, go to college. It doesn't have to be like across the country. It could be like 30 minutes away, but I want them to have their space because me, I felt like I didn't have the space that I really wanted to like fully blossom and bloom. I stayed at my parents' house till I was 22, 23. I finished college at my parents' house. I didn't get my own apartment until after college. So my first regret was I wish I would have gone to a different city to go do all that, but the situations can vary so much. Like if you have to help your parents, stay there and help them. But my parents were pretty straight. I just kind of was like, okay, I'll stay with you guys. I'm an only child. My mom's family is all in the Philippines. My dad's family, he doesn't really talk to them, so it was just like a 3-person unit with our dog, and that was it. So that's my first regret. The second regret, honestly, you know what, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Now I don't want to go through a bunch of regrets because that's kind of weird to think about. And I honestly don't have a lot. I don't think you need to have a lot of regrets. I think if you could just think about that as a 17, 18-year-old going into college, if you want to go to college. I guess I could talk about like, should you even go to college? Because I went to college and I got a 4-year bachelor's degree in communication. I mean, like honestly, like when I have a kid again, like I'm going to tell him, do you want to go to college? This is exactly what I think about it. I think it's weird. I think being programmed to do all these like curriculums and learn all this stuff with people that you don't really want to be around, that don't want to be there either, with teachers who are just getting paid to be there. Some are good, most are not good. And just like everything's more expensive on campus, food, books, like pencil sharpeners, everything's like 3 times the price. You got to pay for parking to walk 2 miles to campus. I think school is just a big business. I think if you want to be a professional as a lawyer, salesperson, be in public relations, if you want to be something like like in tourism management, like my fiance has a 4-year degree in tourism management from the Philippines, which is like random and cool. You could do that, but I think the narrative of you have to go to college, I think that's pretty obviously that's not really how it is. And my whole channel is like, I went to college, I have a degree, and I don't ever want to go use it and work for somebody. Like I think it taught me a lot of cool skills, like communication wise, because I have a communication degree. But at the end of the day, it's just like I'm never going to go work for somebody. I'll always find a way to not do it, just like I'm doing it now, and I was doing it before my lawn care business. So if I can do that, you guys can do it too, and I just want that to be what my channel is about. Just you can do whatever you want. You want to go work for somebody, go do it. If you don't, you don't have to. But going to college, I mean, if you want to get a 2 years degree, associate's degree, that's fine. At least you're not going 4 years in, and at the 4-year level, you're going to be paying so much more money. A 2-year degree, I think it was $700 a semester for me at Northwest Vista College in San Antonio, and that's okay. At least that way you can tell your parents and your friends like, oh, I did a little bit, but I don't gotta go because 2 years is a long time, and especially if you're putting all your time, energy, money, and stress into tests and exams, you could be putting that into your business or just like going out and just like you went to school from middle school, elementary school, high school. Maybe you should go take time for yourself because you've just been in the system for so long, and just go out and just like go into the world. Like it doesn't have to be out the country, but you could just let your mind rest and just actually get to know yourself and figure out what you really like versus just going from, like example, like elementary, you go from 1 to 5 and then you're back at the beginning. You go from 6 to 8 and then you're back at the beginning. Now you're going from 9 to 12 and then you go to college, you're going from freshman. It's always like you're starting all over. You go from grade 9 to grade 12 and then you're done. And then now you go from college, after that you go at the beginning of your entry-level job, and then you go up and level yourself up the corporate ladder. Then it's always up and down. That's just how the system, I guess, is. And I don't want to do that. I mean, I didn't, and I didn't do it. So you could do it however you want to do it. I just want this channel again to just be like sharing my experience, because I feel like I've kind of been through a lot. I've worked a lot and just done a lot of like, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's just the matter of like everyone's on their own crazy personal journey. I'm just sharing mine, and you're gonna have a cool ass journey, maybe even way cooler than mine. And then you should pay it forward and share it to others and start a YouTube channel and talk about it, because I think YouTube is the move. And I'm weird, I'm an awkward introvert, but I found a way to at least post YouTube videos to share it, because I feel like if I just didn't share my thoughts, then it would just go a lot of things would go unsaid and just be wasted. And even though like you're not perfect, I'm not perfect, you have a voice that's unique to you, and you could change someone's life. And like if you look at my YouTube videos now, I could post lawn care work vlogs, or I can't right now, but I could post about lawn care specific stuff and get tons and millions of views. Like I'm seeing all these oddly satisfying mowing videos. Like I watch Sam's Yard Maintenance. I think there's someone called Blade Mate. Like all these cool guys are making, you get paid like 5,000-6,000 off a million views, just like point blank. At least that's what I did for one of my videos, 5,000-6,000 for a million views. But I'm posting these little videos of me talking randomly about stuff, and I'm getting like 2,000-3,000 views, but I don't care because I'm happy with it. And I'd rather talk about something that I like versus just doing something for the views. Not saying that they do it for the views, but just saying like I could make videos to get paid more, but I'd rather just talk about random stuff like this. And just, even if I get paid less, I like talking about it. So that's just another little weird random thing. But yeah, I guess more regrets. I was like, just by being an only child, I think like I'll just speak on this. I guess it's a weird spot. She's also an only child, which is also random. It's like you want to be there for your parents because there's no other brothers and sisters to help you, but at the same time, it's like you're sacrificing yourself to be there for your parents all the time. And that's good and bad. Like it's good to be there and help them, and like I can drive my mom around, I can help them around the house, but at the same time I feel like I'm blocking my own ability to grow and blossom and to take care of them in the future by having a more established business. So if I could take like a couple steps backwards to be away from them, even though I miss them right now, I know, but like the ability for me to just sit down and work in the computer right here and build up a new business that can take care of them, it will all come full circle in the future, even though it was super hard to run away from them right now. And I wanted to run away for years, but it took me until I was 27 to actually run away. And by run away, I mean just like go and buy a one-way ticket to Costa Rica. I'm not gonna not go there ever again. I want to go back there soon, but I also want to go do other stuff. And I haven't done a lot of things in the past because I've just been by their side, inside their umbilical cord, just a mama's boy this whole time until I was 27. So I guess the regret is, if you're like me and like your parents are a huge part of your life and you're lucky enough to have them and have a great relationship with them, sometimes like you must go one step backward to go two steps forward. And if I stayed at their house just saving money because I'm not paying that much rent, because I can just give her a little bit versus paying like $1,000 or $1,500 for my own spot, yeah, I can save money that way and I could just have like a weirdly comfortable life. But if I just go out on my own, I just pay for all my own food, all my own housing, like, and just like right now I'm traveling and spending more money by traveling versus like living in a place, but I don't know where I want to live, so I'm happy to travel. But even though I'm spending a lot more money, I feel like my brain is running so much more efficiently, and I have the space and the creativity, or I have the creative space to be able to build what I want and to think about what I want. And if I was living at my parents, like versus me thinking about myself, I can hear their TV downstairs. I'm thinking about what are they thinking about. I'm just having all these weird intrinsic thoughts. And then I try to go to eat at the kitchen, and then I just end up talking to them about something random, and it pulls me out of my focus. And it's like, she shared with me like this thing called the duct tape theory, but it was more so about like sex and stuff. Like if you go and you just have sex with so many people, like imagine it like you have a piece of duct tape, and if you just put duct tape here, it's going to be very, very not sticky at the end, and that's not good. But if you're selective with who you have sex with, or you're selective with where you put your focus each day, then you could just have super strong duct tape, which can do anything, versus if you just put your focus from your parents to your mom, to what she said, to what your dad said, to now what the TV's saying, because I can't tell them turn off the TV because they like watching the news, but I hate the news. Then the duct tape becomes very not sticky, versus right now my duct tape is so sticky because it's just me and I run this house. Who runs this house? Who runs this house?
You.
See, I run this house, so the duct tape is what? I love you. I run this house, so the duct tape is strong, but at my parents' house, I don't run the house. And I think if you're a man, you should run the house. And if you live with your parents, your dad's going to run the house, or maybe even your mom can run the house because they created you. So I think running the house is important. And I'm running the house by being in Costa Rica right now. You can run the house by just moving 5 minutes from your parents. I don't know. I think that covers a lot of it. I think you should run your house and you should go get away from your family, because your family is a double-edged sword. I love them so much and you love yours, I'm sure. But at the same time, I think you need time to grow as a person, as a human, as a man, especially if you're a man. I mean, there's probably like 1% that watches this that's not a man. And I don't know, I think that's important. I think if you just give yourself space, then you don't have to know everything or know exactly what you want to do or what business that you want. But if you give yourself the space, you can have the clarity to figure it out, and then boom, now we're making progress. Okay, that's 10 minutes. It's starting to rain. MakeMoneyMoan.com if you want to get your lawn care business established. That's it. Okay, peace out.